Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee and today we're going to make a pineapple upside down cake using a box cake mix. So this is easy and it just turns out beautiful. Anyway, I've got my 9 by 13 inch pan. I've got 1 stick of butter in there. My oven is set at 350 degrees, so we're just going to melt this butter right in there. And in the meantime, while that's melting, we're going to go ahead, let's see, and we're going to get the cake mix going. So all I'm going to do here is I've got a can of pineapple, and you're going to use an entire can of pineapple. We're going to save the juice though. Okay. We need a cup of liquid for this cake, so all I'm going to do is add enough water to make that a cup. There we go. Okay, so now that's going to set aside. I need my... Alright, so we'll get busy with this. We're going to put this cake mix together, and you put this cake mix together exactly how the box specified, with the eggs and the oil, and then 1 cup of liquid that you're going to take, you know, with your pineapple juice and water to make 1 cup. Okay, so here goes our eggs. 3 eggs. My family loves this stuff. And this is, you know, the easiest way to make it. Now, sure, you can make it homemade and all that, but I'm not going to. There's 1 cup of water, and we need a 1/2 cup of oil. I believe that's what it is. Yep, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. So... and I'm using olive oil. You can use vegetable. I use olive oil for everything. Okay, there's our 1/2 cup of oil. All right, now we'll get this mixed up. I like mixing it in my big, especially when I'm making a pineapple upside down cake. I like using my big mixing bowl with the spout on it. Makes it nice for pouring it even. Just get that all mixed up really good. You don't want any lumps in there. You can use your hand mixer, that's fine, but I find it just mixes just as easy with a whisk. Okay? Okay, so we're going to set that aside. Make a big mess. There we go. And we got to wait for a few minutes for that butter to melt in the pan, and then we'll be ready to put together, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm just taking the stems off these cherries. I drained it, and I'm taking the stems off them. I'm ready for the cake, because you don't want the stems on them. Sometimes you can get maraschino cherries without the stems, but boy, I couldn't find them anywhere, and the only ones I could find is the stems. And I thought, that's all right. I'll just take them off. They'll be fine. All right. I think I got them all. Because I used this entire jar. So, that's it. Oh, there's one. Okay. That's good. Set that aside. Let me wash my hands. Okay. We'll see if that is melted. Okay. As I said, I've got my oven set for 350. If you're using a dark pan, you're going to want to put your oven at 325. It does make a difference. Okay, so you see this. Let me move this. Okay, you see we got all the butter melted in there. Now we're going to take 1 cup of nice packed brown sugar. And we're going to start sprinkling that all over the bottom. Nice even layer. Okay. Watch so you don't burn your hands on your pan. Okay, so there we go. That's good. This stuff turns out fantastic. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to mix this a little because my stove is kind of off level. I want it all mixed on there real good. Broke up. There, beautiful. Okay, so that's good. All right, now I'm going to take our pineapple. There we go. And we're just going to start laying these on the bottom here. There we go. Now I take this one and I just break it up and I stick it in here anywhere where it'll fit. All right, see that? Pineapple's in there looking beautiful. Now I just take the maraschino cherries and I put them in each hole of the pineapple first, okay? And then I fill in all the, oh look, we got a stem. I fill in all these little spaces, okay? And I put a lot of them because my family loves them. Another stem. Put a few in there, a couple over there. So, all right. We got those in there and they're looking good. Okay, so we had a couple left over, but that's all right. All right, so we got that. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Love that. Okay, so now all we're going to do is mix this cake up a little bit more. And we're just going to start pouring this cake all over this. See how nice that works when you use a measuring bowl with a spout on it. Works nicely. And don't waste any. Make sure you scrape it all out. You can double this too. I've doubled this. When I do this for my family, for a family night dinner, I double this because they devour it. And it turns out just as good. I use a bigger pan and I double it. Okay, we got that. Beautiful. All right, now friends, let me rinse that off. This is going to go in a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes or so. Now, if you're using a dark pan, it's going to go in for about 50 minutes, okay? So I'll put this in here. When this is done, I will bring you back and I'll show you how beautiful it turns out. Okay, friends, our pineapple upside down cake is done. So what I'm going to do, and I don't need, this is moving around. This is all pulled away from the edges. That's beautiful. Okay, this is what I do. Now it's nice and cool. I'm just going to flip it right on my tray there. You can see that piece is sticking. See that piece? That little booger? We're going to take that out there just with our fingers and lay it back over there. Easy as pie. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And you can see it steaming. So it's got to cool even more. And it's going to cool right on this tray. But that, friends, is a beautiful cake. And I'm going to invite Tracy over to have some coffee and a slice of cake. So when this is cool, I'll cut into it and I'll show you just how beautiful it turned out. Okay, friends, this is beautiful. I get to cut into this now because Tracy is on her way. So I like to use my big bread knife because it cuts through that pineapple nicely. Okay, maybe not. All right. That is beautiful. Take a look at that. Isn't that lovely looking? So there you have it, friends. I hope you give this recipe a try. You'll love it. Thanks for watching.